Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Katie and I make stuff vegan. Okay, so boom. I'm super excited for today's recipe. Well, I guess I'm always excited, but like I shocked myself on this one, like to be completely honest. Like I knew I was making some ramen and I was like, we're gonna see how it's gonna go. And I was like, what if it tastes bad? I'm gonna have to refilm. I don't got time for that, but nevertheless, it slapped. Like honestly, my vegan skills are giving my musician skills and my first money. Like, might have to have a career change. I hope you enjoy this recipe. If you want to see how I achieve vegan ramen, keep watching. Before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss any of my videos. Also, don't forget that the link to the detailed recipe will be in the description box below. Okay, let's do what it does. Let's get to it. Okay, y'all, so the broth is really like the most important part because you can change the toppings. The toppings don't really matter, but the broth, you want the broth to slap. You want it to be busting, okay? So I'm gonna show you how I made mine because mine was so good. I'm taking the better than bouillon, no beef base, whatever the heck, I forgot the name. It will be in the recipe, but it's something like that. But it's by the company Better Than Bouillon. It's come up many times on my channel. I really love this stuff because it really tastes like what I remember beef to taste like, and it's like the perfect thing to use for a ramen base, a ramen broth. I'm taking some red miso. Honestly, I saw like regular miso and I saw red miso, and I just picked one. You can use whatever miso you like, okay? Took a good amount of that, and I was tasting as I went along because I wanted to make sure it wasn't fresh. Even in the recipe, I said like 4 to 6 or to your taste of tablespoons of the beef stuff, okay? I'm taking a good, healthy amount of garlic. If you're new here, I love garlic. And if you're not new, then you know that, period. Okay, and I'm taking sesame oil, another thing that I love, and some black pepper. So it's really like a simple broth, but I wanted to make sure it tasted good. I was tasting along the way. You see right here, I'm adding in more Better Than Bouillon because I just wanted to be like hitting, and it was. I did what needed to be done, and that's that all day. Like I let it simmer for like 15 minutes, and then that was it. That's probably the easiest part of this because it was a lot of steps, okay? But this is what I decided to top my ramen with. Okay, I have some baby portobello's, cremini mushrooms, whatever, and I'm slicing these. I'm about to make some caramelized mushrooms. I actually like making these by themselves and like putting them in different things like rice or on a salad. Like these mushrooms or whatever, like slap. This is a bok choy, and once you cut the base off, it separates by itself. I decided to leave it like that. I didn't cut it up or nothing after that. And I made sure I washed the inside because it's like little dirt and stuff. It's a vegetable, okay? It came out the ground. This is some fried tofu. It's at every vegan, no, what am I saying? It's at every Asian market I've ever went to. I've never went to an Asian market and not seen deep fried tofu. This is one of my favorite little items at the Asian market. It's so good. I don't even know. And I've been very vocal about my love for tofu. Like I will literally eat tofu out the pack. But like this joint, get that, okay? It's so good. I just threw it in the air fryer for like literally 2 minutes. Already cooked, just heating it up. Okay, here my mushrooms all sliced up. I have sesame oil in the pan and I'm just gonna saute it up. I'm taking some thyme leaves. I love dry thyme. One of my favorite ingredients, period. It just adds sophistication, like a little like, oh, she cooking. I'm taking my favorite, probably top 2 seasoning. Nah, top 5. It doesn't matter. Onion salt from Trader Joe's. Black pepper, and that's it. I would just, when you're making this, if you decide to make this particular topping, just go easy on the salt because soy sauce is about to enter the chat and we don't want to be what? Embarrassed. Okay, so after the mushrooms like browned and whatever, got a little crisp, I'm taking some soy sauce, and this is a really cool thing. I have no idea how I discovered this, but these junks are gonna start caramelizing. It's so good. Like words can't explain and express how good these mushrooms are. Like I really just love them, especially when you are tampering with the salt. You know, you want to be careful with that, but like it just has, I don't even know how to do it. You have to try it. Try it and then you'll know. Okay, I'm taking these udon noodles. These aren't like typical ramen noodles, but I want to make sure, like in going up and down my noodle aisle at the Asian market, I want to make sure I didn't get no egg noodles because that would be embarrassing. Okay, and then also I don't eat eggs, so it'll just be gross. But also, udon noodles are used in ramen, but like, I'm not a ramen expert, so y'all could look that up, but I use udon. Anyway, my video left me. I'm taking some bok choy. I just put it in the pot just like that with some sesame oil. And I'm adding a little bit of seasoning. I went easy on the salt. I put a little bit of seasoned salt in. And seasoned salt is like salty, but it's not salty. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? You know what I mean? You picking up what I'm putting down? It's like, not that bad. Okay, and of course I'm adding thyme, all that junk. Keeping the seasonings consistent, because it'll be weird to put like curry on it. Like, why would you do that? That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost done. Okay, so I sauteed up this bok choy. And then I'm adding a little bit of water. I'm just gonna make it steam 3 minutes. Like, it really wasn't anything deep. I'm just waiting for it to be soft. And that's it. Okay, there it is. Already. I just waited for the water to evaporate and for the bok choy to soften. Okay, so I'm taking my noodles, putting them in the bowl first. I got this corn. I didn't even heat it up. Like, it's just out the can. Because for what? Everything else is hot around it. Okay, I have my tofu. I got my tofu out the air fryer. And my bok choy. I was playing around with the arrangement. It changes like 7 times. It changes 3 times, just 3. And I'm taking about 2 cups of that, the broth. And I'm putting it on top. It's the ash for me, Katie. Get it together. I was constantly like in the sink. Okay, and I'm topping it off with my little scallion, cilantro, and jalapeno slices. I literally forgot these in the microwave. I put them in there to stay like warm, and that's why the cutting board is there, because I was starting to take pictures. But I remembered them and I was like, period. And there she is. Y'all. I speak in hyperbole a lot, but let me tell you something. Make this ramen, and it's fall, so it's perfect weather for it. I mean, I guess it's perfect weather for any time for ramen. It just has a lot of steps, but it's so good. And ramen is so easy to make at home, as you've seen, and it's easy to make vegan, as you've seen. Let me know if you try this recipe. Let me know if you want me to do another ramen video, because the possibilities of toppings are endless. I'll do it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just here trying to make videos, trying to make people know that being vegan is easy. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See what else I've been up to. Check out my other videos while you're here. Also, don't forget that the link to the detailed recipe is in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, y'all.